Can your truck go 1,000+ miles with no fuel stops? Here's our upgrade that made it possible. This here is our 90-gallon auxiliary fuel tank, diesel fuel tank. Some quick questions. Number one, this is a 90-gallon fuel cell and toolbox, so you get both. Number two, it has no pump. This is going to be a gravity feed system, so the only thing you need to do is put fuel in it, let the diesel gravity feed into the truck, and that's it. Super easy, no mess. Number three, why would you get this fuel cell? Well, you add 90 gallons to your current tank, which in a GMC Denali is 36 gallons. So you take 36 plus 90, 126 gallons of diesel. Number three, there's no pump. This is a gravity feed system. So all you got to do is open a 1-inch valve and it flows directly to your stock tank. So I guess number four on the list, why would you get this fuel cell? Fuel prices so high these days. I can go and pick which gas station has the cheapest fuel and just stock up with 126 gallons of fuel instead of 30 or 36 gallons of fuel at a time. I can get 126. Number five, spend more time on the road and rest stops and pullovers more than truck stops and gas stations. This is tried and true, like I said. We love it. Let's go ahead and get this in the truck. I'm going to show you how I do it. Here's some things it comes with. You're going to have your valve that you're going to put into the fill line, and this is what's going to feed the fuel into your tank. Two fasteners for it. You're going to need a drill. Comes with a hose to attach the fuel cell to your valve here. So this is going to go in your fill line. This is going to go to here, and this is going to run up to the tank. So you want to set this up so this is on top, and it has a valve in here. You can hear it. As soon as there's some pressure in there, it's going to push that valve up and stop the flow. Or you can just turn off the 1-inch valve. All right, so first step is going to be getting this up in the truck. And we got to mark a hole where our tube is going to run down into the tank. All right, guys. So if you don't already have this, this is something you want as well. So the tank isn't just sitting on the truck bed. This is what I like to use so it doesn't get any holes in the bottom of the fuel tank. So what I like to do is put a rubber mat, and I picked this up at Tractor Supply, or you can go to Jack's or any hardware store, and you can cut the exact length that you need for your type of fuel cell. I'm going to lift the end. I already installed the 1-inch valve on one side, so I'm going to lift that side up first so we don't break the 1-inch valve off. Set that on top of the truck first, and then we'll lift the whole thing up in there. Just like that. Little tip. Whoa. Little tip. 4x4, about a foot long. I use 2 of them. And it prevents it, so it makes it so I can open it makes it so we can open the lid all the way and it doesn't hit the truck. Alright, so we're gonna get this in position and we're gonna mark where we gotta make our hole. Yes, we gotta drill a hole. I know. It's okay though. I still have fuel in mine, so yours isn't gonna be this heavy. Cause boy, this is heavy. Come on, baby. Make sure you wear steel toe and not sandals. Safety tip for the day. Yep. Careful and not break this valve. We're good. Alright, this is what it looks like. Looking good. Alright. Alright, now you can see what I'm looking at. Now you can see what we're dealing with here. Try and mark a good spot. I got a good spot marked. Here we go. Alright, so now we just gotta pull it back enough to where we can drill a hole. Step drill bit. That right there should do it, guys. That looks beautiful. All right. We'll go get the hose and see if it's big enough. It's just gonna go right in there. That's perfect. Done. Next step is get this tape off and get this valve and everything all cleaned up. Put the tube on, get the tube cleaned out. I'll just spray some brake cleaner on it and get it all cleaned up, and then get the tube ready to feed down the hole, and we'll get the fuel cell in position, and then we should be good up here, and we'll go up under the truck. Brake cleaner works best. Get up in there. Good. That on first, and then you're gonna go ahead and put it on. Slide it on there, just like that. And then we're gonna clamp it down, nice and snug. You're gonna want to over tighten it because it'll cut into the rubber, but just snug. It's not gonna come off. Make sure your valve stays closed. You shouldn't have any fuel in yours, so you should be fine. Alright, I'm going to take this and I'm going to feed it down. And as I move this back, I'm going to feed this in. Alright, so now we're going to mostly be under the truck. Top side is done. We got the tank in. We got the hole drilled. And we got the tube fed through, and we got it all connected. And if you're wondering if I'm gonna drill this down, I'm not. I just like to throw a strap around it and call it good. I don't like to drill too many holes in my truck. Who does that? All right. Here we go. Oh. Here's the hose that we fed down. And we're gonna be plumbing it into this right here. All right. This is the freaking last step, man. After this, we're done. You got 126 gallons of fuel after this step. Let's do it. So we got everything we need. You are gonna need a flashlight so you can see up under your truck. I got one. You're gonna need some brake cleaner. Spray all that shit down before you start cutting hoses. A headlamp for the clamp. You got your main piece here. I'm gonna show you how to install this. Stick around. Clamps for that piece. So I got this cleaned up a little bit. I'm probably gonna spray it down, wipe it down one more time. This is the line you want. Double check. Make sure you're doing the right line. So this is gonna go straight up and down. And I'm probably gonna make my cut right here. All you need is a box cutter. And you wanna cut as straight as possible. First, you want everything clean so you don't contaminate the diesel. And then, once you have it cut, you're gonna slide this piece in here. And then you're gonna take this other side and you're gonna slide it over this piece. You're gonna take your clamps, you're gonna clamp them on. And take the piece that we fed down from the top and we're gonna connect it to this piece here. And then we're gonna clamp it down. That on there like so. And you don't wanna go too crazy tight. That's good there. All right, we're hooked up. Now, last step, so we just gotta cut this hose. We wanna get a nice clean cut, nice straight cut right there. All right, getting close. Getting close. Almost there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Nailed it. Get all the loose crap out of there. If there's any loose shit, I don't want none of that. All right, we got that cut. Now we can add this piece in. But first, we gotta put on the clamps. One there, and one on the other side, like that. We're gonna put this piece in. Here we go. Work it, work it, work it. Make sure your valve is straight up and down. Work it in there as far as you can. Alright, that's all the way in. That's all the way in there. Now we're gonna get this side on. I'm probably gonna have to cut some more off of here. Well, second cut kind of sucks, but whatever. Okay. Yep. Yep. Oh yeah. We did it, we did it. We did it, we did it. Now it's easy. Now we just tighten these up. And we are plumbed in. We're good. Just tighten everything down and we're done. found the tool to tighten this clamp. Finally. All right, guys. We're done. We are done. How cool is that? We now have 126 gallons of diesel. You can do well over 1,000 miles. And if you guys follow along, I'm gonna go as far as I can without getting fuel towing this thing. That's 15,000 pounds. So I'm gonna see if I can go over 1,000 miles without getting fuel. Please like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Thanks for watching, guys.